Hey, what's going on, family? I'm TSpeaks. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I wanted to get on and just speak for a brief moment and have a nice session of daddy talk. My brothers, I want you to understand that today being Christmas, I know and I understand the dynamics of life may have caused some of you to not have everything in place that you really want, to not be able to offer your kids the latest Nintendo Switch and the Xboxes and the cell phones that cost $1,100, $1,200. Maybe you don't even have a place to stay for you and your kids. Maybe you don't have a gift at all. How did they used to say it? I heard people say that the old timers, maybe you don't have a pot to pee in or the window to throw it out. But I do not want you to void out how important it is for your children to get the best gift of all. That is your presence. Even if you can't buy your child anything, the fact that your child can absolutely recall and say, my father saw me on Christmas Day. Don't let them spend today, no matter how broken you may be, how brokenhearted, how sorrowful you may be, no matter how much you feel as if you don't have, you do have something. You have you. You can absolutely play with your child and roll around and tickle your child. Even if your child is older and your child is big and in high school, you can walk down the street or walk in the park and say, you know what, son? I realize that right now things are not where they supposed to be, not where I would have them to be, but I am going to get things together. I'm figuring it out. My daughter, as you put your arm on her, I know that I haven't been the greatest father. I know that I haven't done everything that you wanted me to do. I know I let you down. See, because real men admit their wrongs. I know that I've come up short a few times, more often than not. Whatever conversation, whatever age your child is, notice the one key thing, and that is your child. And I'm not speaking of the ones that you made. I'm talking about the ones that look at you as father, as dad, as provider, and not just the monetary value. You can provide guidance. You can provide security. I've got a father that if I get on the phone and call, he may not even have a car, but he will walk to see what's wrong with me, to see what it is that I need. My brothers, what I'm asking you, I'm even begging you today, being Christmas all over the world pretty much, give your child the best gift. Give your child you. And I can admit, listen, there is right now not the greatest of relationships that I have with my kid's mother. She's doing things against me, fighting me. But what does that have to do with the child? Nothing. Look at that one right there. He's sleeping to the point where his head is bent over. There's the other one. They are sleeping. But here's the key. They're with me. They know my dad's got me. They can sleep knowing that security is my dad's wings. My dad is driving us to our house. We are getting ready to celebrate. And no, I could not wake up with them in my house underneath my roof because she got them this year. But it doesn't mean that I didn't get a part of it. Oh, I did. Because see, when you push her to the side of the equation and remember the relationship that you are supposed to have with your child, it'll help you to see them instead of her. And I'm not saying that she's always bad, because she could actually be fed up with your nonsense, with how many times that you kept your word, none. She could be fed up with the times that you broke your kid's heart waiting for you by the steps. And I know a grown man that absolutely can recall when he was a child, his father would say he was coming. He stood outside and waited, and his father never came. Oh yeah, we disappoint our children, and the mothers have to pick up the pieces to dry the tears. I'm not saying that is the cause, but it could be one cause of her agitation. But if you can separate the two, if you can say my children still need me, they still will appreciate my presence, not necessarily my pockets. Yes, kids have needs, and let that be your motivation to get up off your butt and to go get some things, to figure some things out. You can email me at TSpeaks. And listen, I'll give you a phone number where you can call me. You can email me, hey, brother, I've got a question. How do I get on? How do I get past my record? How do I get past my drug addiction? How do I get past my complacency? Whatever it is, we can work it on it together. We can work it out. But here's the thing. Take the first step. See your children today and let them know I haven't just left the scene. I haven't forgotten about you. I'm here for you. I'm TSpeaks, and this is Daddy Talk. Mothers, we love you, But it's time for fathers to stand up and do what fathers do. We make it happen.